Welcome back, grade 11s. Now let's look at our last concept for the lesson, which is team dynamic theories. Team dynamics are behavioral and emotional forces that influence a team's performance and direction. So obviously, when we look at the team dynamic theories, we are looking at the behavioral and emotional forces of individuals, because for an individual to behave in a certain way, there has to be forces that push that particular individual to behave in that particular way. But now we are looking at them in terms of teams. Team dynamic theories provide guidelines on how employees working together as a team should be managed in the workplace. So obviously we look into team dynamic theories because they are our guidelines on how to effectively manage the teams, because team consists of people, and these people, they are driven by behavioral forces as well as emotional forces. So we need to take into consideration of those factors, and so that we can be able to manage these individuals if they are part of the team. Successful businesses use the team dynamic theories to allocate tasks and responsibilities to different team members. So for successful businesses, they use team dynamic theories as their guideline in order to make sure that they allocate tasks according to the roles of individuals, according to the abilities of different individuals, in order for those particular teams or for those particular individuals to be competent and make sure that they perform to their best ability whatever tasks that are given to them. Reasons for team dynamic theories. Businesses are able to allocate tasks according to the roles of team members. So obviously when we use team dynamic theories as a business, we are going to be able to allocate tasks according to different roles of team members. So it's better if you understand team members and be able to give them tasks that they are going to maximize their full potential when performing those different tasks. So it's one of the reasons why businesses use team dynamic theories. Team members can maximize performance as tasks are allocated according to their abilities, skills, or attitudes, or personalities. So as we've said before, that in order to use team dynamic theories, it assists individuals to maximize their performance, because obviously tasks are being allocated according to their roles, according to their personalities, and according to the skills that they are able to perform. So at the end, it assists businesses. Theories assist team leaders to understand personality types of team members so that tasks are assigned more effectively. So for team leaders to be able to allocate tasks, these theories are going to assist team leaders in making sure that the individuals get the tasks that matches with their personalities, that matches with their roles, as well as the skills that they have in order for them to perform at their maximum level. Conflict may be minimized when team members perform different roles. So obviously we use team dynamic theories so that we minimize conflict, because we give people tasks according to the strengths, according to their personality. So if they perform different roles, then the conflict is being minimized, because they won't be fighting for one and the same role, but we give tasks according to their personalities. Now let's look at the types of team dynamic theories. We'll look at the Belbin role theory. This theory explains how team members interact. So the Belbin role theory explains how each and every person, how team members interact, how they communicate with one another. The Belbin role theory can be used to create balance in a team or recruit members for specific roles. So obviously we can use a Belbin theory if we want to balance. Obviously an outspoken person can be balanced with an introvert. So that would be your extrovert versus your introvert. So there's a balance between the two. Unlike taking people with the same personality and putting them in one and the same group, obviously there's going to be conflict. So this one has to do with creating a balance. So according to this Belbin role theory, an effective team has members that cover the following 9 key roles while performing their tasks. We have implementer, the planter, the coordinator, we have the shaper, the monitor, evaluator, we have team worker, we have completer who's the finisher, we have specialist, we have resource investigator. So obviously in a team there has to be balance, there has to be a balance of these 9 roles that can be performed by different individuals. Then we look at the insight based on Jungian theory. This theory is useful for team members to know their own personality type and the personality types of the rest of the team in order to understand their own values and goals. So we use the insight based on Jungian theory, whereby individuals first need to understand their personality. When they need to understand their personality, obviously we are going to use the Jungian theory in order for also those individuals, after understanding their own personality, then it's going to be easier for them to understand other people's personality. According to this theory, people are born with a preference to certain attitudes and functions which will be used effectively during the adulthood stage. So according to Jungian theories, that people are born with a certain preference of attitudes and functions that they are going to also use effectively in their adulthood stage. We are not born the same. Obviously, we have different preferences from the very young age while we were born. So it's according to this theory. Okay, Jungian pairs of opposing attitudes: extrovert versus introvert, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, judging versus perceiving. Then we look at the MTRI approach, or Management Team Role Indicator approach. The MTRI approach investigates the roles played by each team member. So basically this one has to do with the investigation of roles that are being performed by different individuals within a team. The MTRI instrument identifies 8 roles within a team, which describes what each person does at a particular time. There's a coach, there's a curator, scientist, conductor, explorer, sculptor, crusader, and innovator. Then we look at the McGarrison-McCann Team Management Systems profiles. This theory defines a set of management styles and emphasizes on the need to integrate all these styles to create an effective team. It looks at building high-balanced and high-performing teams. So the McGarrison-McCann Team Management System profile, it has to do with the management of styles, making sure that these roles that are being performed by different team members, we integrate them so that we make a successful team. Getting these people together, making sure that the roles are balanced within a team, and making sure that the team is a success. McGarrison and McCann identified role preferences within a team as follows: creator and innovator, thruster or organizer, reporter or advisor, explorer or promoter, concluder or producer, upholder or maintainer, assessor or developer, controller or inspector. Then lastly, we have group consensus. Consensus is a method where all group members strive to reach an agreement. The input of all members is gathered to make a decision that is acceptable to all. So when we talk of group consensus, we are referring to a group agreement whereby each and every person agrees to certain or one aspect that all of them decide that it is the best for the group, getting everyone to agree on a certain decision that has to be made in a business. So I hope and wish that today's lesson was fruitful, and you need to remember that what you learned today does not nullify yesterday, but it does make tomorrow better. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.